Welcome to So Very Easy. My name is Laura, and today I would like to do just a fun video and share with you how I like to shine up my sewing room. Now, my friends say this is a bit of an obsession with me, so I'm going to share this with you, and well, you can judge for yourself. My shine and my obsession is crystal. I love to collect these beautiful, heavy crystal bowls. And to collect them means I do want to use them. And right now, these are so inexpensive at secondhand stores. A lot of people just don't use these anymore, so they're getting rid of them. So I'm collecting them. You know what they say, one man's trash is another person's treasure. And for me, it is a treasure. So I have a beautiful crystal bowl that holds my clips. This crystal cracker container sits right on top of my cutting table, and you might have already seen this peeking somewhere in my videos. The cracker containers really fit pens, pencils, and rotary cutters. So having somewhere to put this really is handy. And it's heavy, so it's not sliding around. Now let me show you what I have beside my sewing machine. Now I do have a nice big table, so I'm able to put some things and leave it on there. So I do have a beautiful bowl that I collect my garbage. This is a little salter. So I have just rolled up some fabric, stitched that fabric together, and I use it for my hand sewing needles. My hand sewing needles would get lost if I kept them in my big pin cushion. So this means I know where they are, and it looks very pretty. If you're curious, this is a container that I've had for quite a while. It is a Rose Forever container. It's supposed to be for jewelry, but I have made it work for my sewing machine feet and my bobbins. I can put a link in the description to this so you can see how I did that. On the other side of my sewing machine, I do have a little glass jewelry box, and I was very lucky because it fit right underneath. It is not crystal, but I really liked it, and it holds my walking foot and all of its accessories. And it nicely fits underneath. I do also bring this beautiful crystal to my desk. So on my desk, I do have a pickle tray, and it holds my odds and sods so they don't get lost with all of my papers. I have a nice little crystal container that holds the business cards that I'm working on. And these little cards are so small, I just made a little box for them to fit in there, and that way I don't lose them. And that sits right there under my computer. I also use crystal in my bathroom. Here is my soap dish, little candy dish that I just keep my vitamins in. And I love these brandy decanters. You could put mouthwash in them, bath oils, and they look nice. Put a little tassel on them, and they really do spruce up nicely. I was really lucky, and I found an enormous candy dish. And I keep my reusable sponges in those. This looks really nice on my bathroom counter. And I have also brought them into the kitchen. I fell in love with this one with those nice legs. I love the shape. This sits beside my sink, and it is heavy, which means it's not going to slide around. If any water gets underneath, it's fine. And it really does hold my sponges, my plugs, anything that I need beside my sink. Now I am out after one more container, and that is to hold my safety pins for quilting. These beautiful crystal bowls take our everyday sewing items and make them look beautiful. And they're very economical. I picked this up at my secondhand store for about $2.50. If it happens to break, I will have enjoyed the moment, and then I get to shop for another one. I do also want to find another one like this to put my pens and my markers in. Now, my crystal collection might not be for everyone. I'm lucky I do have a dedicated sewing room, so I can leave this stuff out. And I also don't have pets and children running around anymore, so I'm able to keep something like this out. But there are just so many beautiful containers that, well, they really do call to me every time I shop. So I'm wondering, what do you think of my little collection? And do you really think I have a problem? I probably do, but I'm okay with that. Thank you for joining me today on So Very Easy. Feel free to subscribe. I'm on Facebook, Instagram. I do have a newsletter. It's all free under So Very Easy. And be sure to make every day a so sparkly day. Bye now.